Very good morning to all my children. In science, today I am going to discuss the next topic, that is development of embryo. This is the next series after the fertilization. After the fertilization, we have discussed the zygote. Zygote is obtained by the fusion of male and female gamete or by the fusion of sperm and ovum. After that, the next topic is development of embryo. This embryo is made by the zygote, but by the rapid cell division in zygote, we will obtain or embryo has developed. Fertilization results in the formation of zygote, which begins to develop into an embryo. The zygote divides repeatedly. The zygote divides repeatedly and continuously to give rise to a ball of cells. The ball of cells means a group of cells that are tissues. The cells then begin to form groups that develop into different tissues and organs of the body. As we all know that cell is the unit of the living organism or every living organism. A group of cells, when perform a task, they become tissues, and by the group of tissues the organs are obtained, and by the group of organ we get the organ system. So this is all the systematic classification of cell, tissues, organ and organ system. Now this developing structure from the zygote is termed as embryo. So we know that embryo is made by the zygote, but by the rapid and continuous cell division. The embryo gets embedded in the wall of the uterus for further development. See the picture 9.8. You can see here this is an ovary and this is a zygote. There are two nuclei. Then fusion of nucleus. Then there are 2 cells, then 4 cells, and there are multiple cells. So this is a rapid and continuous cell division, and the change in the phase. This is a zygotic phase, and then after zygote, so many changes has been done or has been seen in the zygote, and now this structure which have many cells, tissues and organ. So this is a embryo. This is the embryonic stage. And now this embryo, you can see the embryo here in the uterus. Now it reaches to the uterus, where it embedding embryo get embedded with the layer or lining of the uterus, so that it will receive nutrition from the lining of the uterus or uterine lining. Now the embryo continues to develop in the uterus. It gradually develops body. Now parts such as hands, legs, head, eyes, ears, etc. The stage of the embryo in which all the body parts can be identified is called a fetus. This is a next new term for you children. Fetus. First was zygote, after that embryo, and then fetus. So we all know that the zygote is what? It is a structure which is obtained by the fusion of male and female gamete. After that, the continuous and steady and repeated cell division, we get an embryo. This embryo, when reaches toward the uterus, and when the embryo become embedded in the uterine line, they develop all the body parts like hands, legs, head, eyes. Means The embryo having all the body parts which is clearly visible, and that is called fetus. The embryo which have all the body parts which is clearly visible is termed as fetus. Fetus is the structure which have all the body parts. When the development of the fetus is complete, the mother gives birth to the baby. Okay. So now we can say that internal fertilization, you all know that the fertilization which occur inside the body. Internal fertilization take place in hens also, but do hens give birth to the babies like human beings and cows? No, not at all. You know that they do not. Then how are chicks born? Let us find out. Soon after fertilization, the zygote divides repeatedly. You know, there is a complete and continuous cell division. So, and they travel down towards the oviduct. Travel down the oviduct. As it travel down, many protective layers are formed around it. The hard shell that you see in a hen's egg is one such protective layer. After the hard shell is formed around the developing embryo, the hen finally lays the egg. The embryo takes about 3 weeks to develop. This is a very important line. Please underline this. The embryo takes 3 weeks to develop. Okay. So we can say that the embryo is the stage where cell division occurs very rapidly, and after the embryonic state we have a fetus. We can see the fetal state is the state of the living body which shows all type of body parts. Okay, so these are the stages. First is zygote, then embryo, and then fetus. Now the next topic is viviparous and oviparous animals. You all know that viviparous are those animals which give birth to the young ones. The animals which give birth to the young ones are called viviparous. Those animals who lays egg are called oviparous animals. So this is the main difference between viviparous and oviparous animal. So today we will discuss the development of embryo and the viviparous and oviparous animals. So thank you for watching this video, children.